This time I will discuss the biggest secret in the relationship between women and men. If you can understand this, your chances of getting a girl are much greater. Take note, I'm using the word stock value for boys and girls. This is not to treat humans as goods, yes. It is done only to make the explanation easier. This theory is taken from the book, The Rational Male, by Rollo Tomassi. I adjusted it a little to the current conditions. So, the value of a girl's stock the way she is seen by men, really depends on her age. This happens to the majority of girls, although there are exceptions. Age 15 to 17 years is when girls start to know guys, get interested, and start dating seriously. At this age, a boy who is a woman's dream is like an artist, who is similar to the girl's idol figure. The first requirement is that you have to be handsome, look stylish, maybe even a bit tacky for adults, who look like K-pop artists, who look like Justin Bieber, and so on. Dyed hair, tattoos, and current fashion will also really increase a guy's value. Age 18 to 20 years is the emerging phase. At this age girls are more aware of their beauty, and are already better at grooming, so their stock value has started to rise in the eyes of boys. They have started to migrate a lot, either working or studying in other cities, because already have experienced dating boys. Between the ages of 15 and 17, usually, they are more selective in choosing boys. Appearance and good looks are still the top priority, but they start to prefer guys who are more elegant and more mature. Guys' tastes aren't the same as when they were teenagers, although it still often falls into the hands of bad boys and fuck boys. Girls aged 20 to 25 years are girls who are the most difficult to get, especially if they are beautiful. Why? Because at this age girls are at the peak of their beauty and are in bloom. They also already understand boys, starting to be able to control and even play with boys' feelings. At this age, girls usually have more than one potential boyfriend, or even secretly date more from one guy. There are more and more criteria for their ideal guy. They have to be handsome, rich, and have social status. Because they have many choices, they feel like they have the upper hand. At the age of 26 to 29, if a girl is still single, you could say the selfish phase. They are still beautiful, and they already want to get married, but on the other hand, they want to select a future husband. Want to tie up a man, but on the other hand, still want to have fun. This is the phase where a girl is prone to cheating, or a phase where a girl is very prone to leaving a guy who has been dating for a long time, because she sees that there are better options, more established, more stable and more manageable. Underline this word bro, more manageable. Standard for girls aged 26 to 29 to get guys to start shifting. You don't need to be too handsome, you don't need to be too rich. The important thing is that you are stable, well established, and according to them, you can control it at any time. Girls make mistakes, like for example cheating and so on. They also make demands on their boyfriends, asking for firmness on when to marry. At the age of 31 to 35, if a girl is still single, they start to feel insecure, worried they won't get a mate. On the one hand, their beauty has also started to decline compared to when they were in their early 20s. Boys, of course, there are less and fewer people who are interested in this phase. Girls will prioritize boys who are established and stable. It doesn't matter if they are handsome. Age 35 and over is the phase of acceptance. Beauty has decreased, unless she have a high status like an artist. Girls who are still single at the age of 35 and over will not expect too much of the perfect guy. If someone wants it and someone is suitable, good. If there isn't one, he will decide to live his own life or live freely again like the early 20s. The difference is that now his condition is not as beautiful as when he was 20 years old. There is one more phase that is unique to girls, regardless of age. It's called the phase of a widow with children, because she already has children, regardless of her age. She is still in her teens or has entered 30 years, she will give priority to men who are established. stable and can prioritize their children. This condition is usually in developing countries because, in developed countries, widows with children have a good life. They will get a large allowance from the husband who divorces them. If the husband does not want to give alimony, they can be jailed. If you are a guy who feels that your appearance is normal, but you have a steady salary with lots of money, especially if you are ready to get married, it will be easier for you to conquer girls aged 26 to 29, especially those who are already 30 years old. Above, what if you have all three? Handsome, rich, good status. This is interesting. The value of a man's stock is very much not affected by age. It's different from a girl where age is very important, because for a girl, if she wants to marry, there is an age to give birth. Can be more handsome, richer, and more respectable, the value of its shares will continue to rise in the eyes of girls. So after knowing this, bro, don't spend your 20s chasing girls, focus on improving your physique, wealth, and status. Don't rush to think about girls, because later when you are 30, 40, or 50 years old, if you have wealth, status, and cool appearance, your stock value will remain high in the eyes of women. There is still plenty of time for you, bro. Now is the time for you to be the best version of yourself. Never give up.